In this video tutorial, I'm going to give you a full user's guide and overview of how to use the new Instagram Edits app, a really lightweight yet powerful video editing app designed to compete with apps like CapCut. So in this complete tutorial, I'll walk you through everything you need to know about the Edits app from getting started to mastering all of its features. So let's go ahead and just dive in. It's available in any app store. You just search for the word Edits. It is the Edits video editor app, as you see here. And then when you've downloaded and installed the app, it's as simple as logging into your Instagram account and directly linking it to the Edits app itself. So as you can see here, if I tap in the upper right-hand corner there to my user information, it will let you know this is the account that I have linked and a couple of other preferences and settings. So let's go ahead and go from the ground up. When you open the app, you're going to see the option here that says Projects. Then you'll see Inspiration, Saved, and Insights. So if we go to Projects, which is the first option there, this is where all of the magic begins. So under Projects, you want to tap the button that says New Project. So once you create a project, you can choose between either the camera, which will allow you to record in real time, or Gallery, which then you'll give access to your photo library to get your videos and photos to edit from. So we're going to go ahead and choose Gallery, but if you want to, you can tap on Camera. It'll ask for access to your camera. Make sure you hit Allow, and then you can record in real time. Go ahead and tap on Gallery. Once you've opened up the gallery, you will be able to scroll all of your videos and photos, as you see I'm doing now. And what you would want to do is just select a few images and video clips if that's what you want to do. And then once you've selected them, you can select one or many by just tapping them, and you can see the order that they're selected by the number in the lower right-hand corner. Once you've done that, tap the blue check mark in the upper right-hand corner to go ahead and begin your project. As you can see, the app begins to load your media, and now we're presented with the full timeline and editor within the Edits app. Now, the reason why I like this app is because it's very simple to get going. There really isn't many roadblocks as far as like having to learn this or that. Once we upload our media, as you can see, my two images have been uploaded here, and then my video has been uploaded as well. Now, let's just go from, again, the start to finish. What you're seeing here is your timeline. If you drag your finger left or right, you can manipulate and decide where you want to be on the timeline. In order to select a picture or video file that you've imported, you just tap on that file. It goes ahead and tells you where the start and end points are, and it's as simple as tapping the left or right of that file to increase or decrease the duration in which the file is going to be shown in your video. So if I tap and hold the left-hand side here and then just drag that, as you can see, the seconds are going down in the upper left-hand corner of that track file. So there you go. Simple as that. If I wanted to, I can tap and hold on the middle of the file. So tap and hold. Now I've selected it. And as you can see, all of the different files that I have currently on my timeline show up in the order they're in the video. But if I tap and hold, they'll begin to wiggle as you see here. And then you just drag over where you may want that to be. So if I want, say, this video to start the actual track, I'll go here and drag that to the left. And as you can see, it completely changes the arrangement of which file is in which order. So that's going to be your video track. The track above that where you see add audio, that's going to be your audio track. Now, there's two separate things. There's audio that's a part of video files that you import, and then there is audio that you add separately. So as you can see here, if I tap this button here, I can select the video track and then go to volume here. You can see that I can apply volume to all clips. If I don't want any volume from the videos that I've imported, I can just decrease this all the way to 0, tap Apply Volume to all video clips, and tap the check mark. Now, that volume will not play. So when I play a video clip, I will not hear any audio from that video clip. Just understand when you apply it to all of them here, it's going to apply to any future video file that you add to this project. But if you want to add additional audio, what you'll do is tap the Add Audio button there, the separate audio track like I'm doing here, and then you will see a couple of options. You'll see a For You, you'll see some trending audio, you'll see royalty-free audio here, and again, all of that is coming from the app itself. Just know wherever you're publishing your video, you may need to use royalty-free audio. One of the things I like to do is importing my own audio. So I'll go to the import button in the upper right-hand corner by tapping on it, and I'll either extract it from a video or import from files. So I go to import from files, and then I just find the file on my phone. So I've found the downloaded file here. I use Envato Elements for all of my, audio tracks that I use, and we'll go ahead and choose this file here. And as you can see, it imports it, and now I have an audio track right above my video track. Very similar to the video, you can tap and hold left or right of the track there and just drag left or right to increase or decrease the duration. Now, a really cool feature is as I'm dragging this here, you can see there is a snap to grid feature, which brings up that little grid line there to make sure I'm lining it up exactly with that video file. Really cool feature, makes it a little simpler to edit, especially on mobile. This has a separate volume slider than the video track. So I'll select the individual audio track, go to volume, and then as you can see, I'll go ahead and just decrease this to say around a 55 and then hit the check mark as so. If I wanted to fade in or out the audio, I will just select the audio, go to the fade button there in my toolbar below, and you can see I can fade in. You can fade it in for a couple of seconds and you can fade it out for a few seconds and then just tap the check mark there and you should see visually where it's fading in. And then at the end of the video, you should see a visual where it's showing you that it's fading out as well. Now, if you want to split a clip, let's say you want to split this video right around here. You'll select the video and there'll be a button there in the toolbar that says split. Tap split, and look, now you've split that video into two separate files. Now, if I wanted to cut a section, I can go right here, split it again, select the one that I just did, and then go to delete or the trash can icon down below in my toolbar, and now I've done a nice little cut from here to here in my video. Very simple, very easy. Now, let's go over the toolbar at the bottom. So if we select our video, so we'll go ahead and select our video here. I've already explained the split and volume features. Let's go to speed. If we tap the video and then go to speed, we can increase or decrease the speed of the video like so by dragging left or right. So we can speed it up to the right and we can slow it down to the left. Very simple, very easy to understand. Next is the effects. If we go to effects here, it will allow you to add certain effects. I mean, simply just showing you there are blur, there are zoom out effects, there are scribble effects. So if I go to scribble here, we'll analyze using AI my video and I will hit the check mark here and I'll wait till it's done to show you what it looks like. And now, as you can see, that effect is applied to my video. Again, you just go to effects, and if you wanted to, under effects, the one that I have is scribble. I can tap on it once I've already applied it. Then if I wanted to, I can scroll down and increase all of the specifics in regards to that specific effect. I do want to mention if you add something or do something you don't like, there is a undo button, which is that little back arrow there. It's kind of circling backwards. If you tap that there, it will undo specific things. So I can undo trim video, I can undo apply video effect. Now, the next thing I'm going to show you is I'm going to select this image here and you'll see an option that says adjust. If I tap on adjust, this will allow you to basically do a lot of video and image editing techniques here, like exposure, clarity, highlights. These are all things that you'll have to adjust in app. Again, being that it's from Instagram, they have a lot of history of applying all these filters and things of that nature. You can even go into white balance where we can change the temperature of that video. So if I want it to be a little more blue like I did there, and then if you made a mistake, you can always go to reset adjustments. Another thing is filters. This is going to be only an option for image. So if you go to video, you don't see it, but if you go to image, you'll see filters, and you can apply any of the normal Instagram filters that you've grown to know and love. Next, we will see the crop option for images. If we select crop, we can crop it. We can zoom in by pinch to zoom. We can zoom out by going and just zooming out like normal on our mobile device, or there are specific arrangements that you can select from down below. Once you've done that, you hit the check mark and you are good to go. Next, we're going to see mirror, cutout, lip sync, overlay, and opacity. These are all very in-detailed edits that we can do within a video or image. You'll really have to play around with those to see which ones might work for you. Like, for instance, this opacity button here does what it says. It gives you an opacity slider to basically show you all the way to 100 is full, visibility, all the way down, you're kind of fading it out. Again, those are all things that you'll have to play with. A bunch of other stuff like replace, duplicate, animate, green screen. These are more in-depth things that would need individual videos, but just know there are some the level at which you can customize it goes really deep. Very, you can add keyframes, but we're not going to get into much of that today. Now, as far as the video itself, if I deselect everything and I don't have a video selected, as you see here, and I just deselect everything, we're going to see at the bottom, we're going to see audio, text, voice, links, captions, filters. Let's go one by one. Audio allows us to tap audio, and it allows us to add more audio, as we've already talked about. Text allows us to go into text here and add an individual text frame. So this is different than captions. So we can go here and we can select let's say we can select a font styling like I have here, and then we can go back to the pencil icon, and then we can type in a word. Once we're done with it, we tap on the video and we can tap on that text as you see I've done here, and we can make it bigger by zooming in or pinching to zoom on our device. So we can add a little bit of a text frame like that, and you can see it adds now a text layer to our timeline where we can tap and hold and drag that where we want on our timeline, or we can drag the end of it and increase and decrease the duration in which it stays on our video. Now, within a text layer, you'll see a bunch of other things. You'll see text to speech, you'll see duplicate, edit, or split. Again, all of these common things and tools in the toolbar will show up for all the different layers that we're going to see and work with today. Next is going to be voice. This one's really cool. You can see I have no narration. I've removed the audio from my video tracks, so I can tap on voice, and it says edits would like to access the microphone. You just tap allow, and it allows that access to your microphone, and whenever you're ready, you just tap and hold the record button there, and it will begin recording your voice. I don't want to do it now because I'm afraid it's going to mess up the screencast of this tutorial, but just know, tap and hold the record button, record your voiceover, hit check, and then you can adjust it like you would any other layer on your timeline. Next is links. If we tap in links here, we can see we have accounts and reels. If we go to reels here, we can link to specific reels in our video, which I think is really cool. And then we can link to our specific accounts like you see here with our friends and different things of that nature. Captions. If we go to captions here, we can caption the video audio or just the imported audio or all audio. I would normally go to all audio. And when we do that, it will get captions for specific audio and will show them wherever it puts them. But as you can see, there's no speech on this video. So just know that if you did have speech, it would show up as captions there. Very simple, very easy. We have our filters, we have our adjustment layer, we have overlay, and then we have something called sound effects or sound effects. If we tap on sound effects here, you can see that it gives us a number of stock sound effects that we can go from, like really cool transitions. So if we go to, say, a battle horn, we can choose a battle horn here and add that, and it creates it as a new layer. So we'll tap the sound effect here, and we will drag it all the way to where we see a transition. So right here's a transition, and then as you can see, I can drag over here, press play, and that sound effect will show as it transitions to a new clip. Again, adding really cool stock sound effects are important. Then the last thing I'll show is stickers. Tap on stickers, and you can add some really cool stickers like a +1 where people can like it. You can zoom in, zoom out to increase it. You can rotate it here. You can put it right here above the baby's head, just like so. And again, it shows as a PNG or transparent layer that will show up on top of that layer. Now, if you wanted to, you could go to your layers here, tap on my layer, and I could go ahead and tap it, and it makes it invisible. So if I go here, at the very left side of my timeline, tapping on those layers will actually remove them. So if I tap mute right here on that layer, it mutes that specific layer. Really good way if you're getting a more in-depth video to see and work with the things that you want. Now, in the upper left-hand corner, you'll see something that says new project. If I tap the down arrow, I can rename it. I can loop the playback, I can show frames, show guides, show audio clips, but what I want to do is just rename the project. So we'll rename this project to be tutorial for the purposes of this video. That's how you rename a project. Then in the upper right-hand corner, this is where we will export. So if we first click the 2K there to the left of export, it shows our resolutions. We have HD, 2K, 4K, and then we have frame rate 24, 30, and 60, and then color will be SDR or HDR. I like to upload in 4K, but 2K works for most short form. So if you're doing like Instagram Reels or Facebook Store, whatever it may be, YouTube Shorts, you'd want to do 2K at 30 HDR. Maybe you'd want to do 4K. I would stick to 2K just for the purposes of this video. You can experiment and see what works best for you and your distribution. The last thing I want to show is how to export. If we go to the export button in the upper right-hand corner, it says export video. If you export now, the effect will not be applied. So if you have an effect that is not fully generated, it will tell you this. But I'm going to go ahead and export just to show you what that looks like. I'm going to tap export. As you can see, it goes through a process as I'm showing you here. And then once it gets to 100%, it gives you the ability to choose where to share. So we can share it obviously instantly to Instagram or Facebook. We can message it to someone, or what I like to do is download. So if you're uploading to say TikTok or YouTube Shorts, you would want to tap download like so. It will say finished downloading, and then you would just go to your camera roll and you would choose the video that you just created or slideshow, whatever you just edited in your camera roll. I'll now go back to the edits home feed, which shows all of my projects. I have project 1 and then the tutorial project that I just created. If I wanted to create a new one, I would tap new project again and you're good to go. Let's talk about the tabs at the bottom of this page as well. Inspiration is going to give you a list of reels and videos that it thinks you could inspire yourself to use for your videos. It shows saved, stickers, reels, audio, and collections right here under the Save tab. And then Insights will show you actual analytics from your account, which is really cool. So whatever Instagram account that you're logged into, you will see all of the analytics here, and you can dive deep. You can sort by 30 days, 7 days. Go to comments. You can see all the comments that are recently posted. Really cool way to analyze what's going on with your account. That is a full tutorial and overview of how to get started with the Edits app by Instagram. There will be a pinned comment down below with a lot of frequently asked questions. If you have any further questions, please put those in the comment section down below. If this helped, like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.